A dollar dog sounds pretty good right now, actually, Shane, but I'm excited for some baseball tonight, and we have the Boys and Girls Club here tonight. I know there's a big group over there. Let me hear you guys get loud. Oh, kind of, sort of. All right, I know we're excited for some Skeeters baseball, and it's coming right up. Let's go, Skeeters.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Attention, please. Attention, please.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
What is up, Skeeters Nation? Welcome to another night of baseball here at Constellation Field as your defending champion Sugarland Skeeters will play host to the York Revolution for Game 3 of what's going to be a 7-game series here at the Big C Constellation Field. Yesterday, you may have missed it because it was a day game, but my goodness, may have already early in the running for the game of the year here at Constellation Field. A 10-9 win for your Skeeters. The Skeeters scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to tie the game up, and thanks in part to a 2-out grand slam from Dennis Phipps, which tied the game at 9. Juan Silverio had a walk-off single in the 11th to win it as the Skeeters moved to 11-8 despite having a whole bunch of players removed off their team via having their contract purchased, 7 to be exact so far this year, including a few retirements and guys like James Loney. But they entered today 3.5 games up over the Lancaster Barnstormers in first place as the Freedom Division not off to a great start this year, minus the Skeeters who are 11-8. Up top in the Liberty Division, though, Somerset and Long Island having a nice battle. Somerset with a 1-game edge. They're 12-3. Long Island at 13-6. High Point even out to a 9-8 start in their debut season. And New Britain at 6-9. They're at the bottom of the Liberty Division. Not a very nice record for them. Tonight's going to be a battle of right-handers. Kevin McGowan going to go for the Skeeters. He comes into this one 1-2 with a 3.55 ERA, and right-hander Daniel Miner going to give it a go for York. He comes in 0-1 with a 5.19 ERA. So like I mentioned yesterday, was definitely one of those games where I think at the end of the year the Skeeters are going to look back at it and kind of a turnaround game or a very big, not that the Skeeters need a turnaround, they're already 10-8, but one of those games you'll sort of look back on at the end of the year because it's so difficult, but it's so par for the course to have so many players being shuffled around in this league, and the Skeeters have lost a bunch lately, and to come out and chase a 5-run deficit there in the 9th inning and win the game and tie things up with a walk-off grand slam, it doesn't get much better than that, even if you had a full stack, and considering the Skeeters are far from a full stack right now, that just makes that win even more special. Michael Marriott did a nice job yesterday on the mound. He didn't take a decision, but it looks like he's found his way into the rotation. Gene Machi ended up taking the win. He had 2 big innings of relief out of the bullpen and had a tough job, too, because runners were starting on second base, as are per the rules for the new Atlantic League here. And some pretty big-time stats coming out of one Skeeters hitter so far this year. We're going to highlight him here in the pregame show. That's Jared Mitchell. He had a home run yesterday. He leads the Atlantic League now with 5 home runs. He also leads the Atlantic League with 7 stolen bases. Second in the league with 14 RBIs and is 5th with a 968 OPS. And on top of all that, he's riding an 11-game hitting streak, which is the longest active streak in the Atlantic League, and ties outfielder Ruby Silva of the Blue Crabs for the longest hitting streak from anyone in the league this year. And through the hitting streak, Jared's hitting 405 with a 537 on base. So one of the hottest hitters in the league, certainly one of the hotter hitters in the Skeeters lineup. He is in the lineup today, batting second and playing center field once again, just like he has for the first 19 games of the year. It is game number 20 here on a Wednesday night, Constellation Field. Game 3, the teams have split the series so far. York won on Monday night. Skeeters winners in yesterday morning/afternoon. And as we mentioned, it was one of those games I'm sure I'll be calling on all season long, as the Skeeters scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game and eventually won it in extras. It's a beautiful night, still pretty much like an afternoon here. The sun is still out, just a little partly cloudy. The flags are blowing in from right field, and the Skeeters are about to take the field, which means I'm about to take a break. And when I come back, tell you how the Skeeters are going to line things up tonight, how Yorker is going to line things up, and we'll go over tonight's starting pitching matchup, which I mentioned is right-hander Daniel Miner for the Revs and right-hander Kevin McGowan for the Skeeters. Should be a good one here tonight, folks. Game number 3 here at Constellation Field. Be back here in just a minute.
Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime Major Leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former Major Leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Funday. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Funday where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugarland Skeeters.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th as we gear up for our biggest homestand of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete and Gavilia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday Fun Day with pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Park in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information.
Plan your next group outing at beautiful Constellation Field. Looking to celebrate a birthday, host a large-scale event like a company party, or just looking to bring a large group to watch a baseball game? Constellation Field has you covered. We have several birthday packages as well as seating options that include our party suites and picnic plaza, as well as the field plaza to best accompany your group. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS for more info on all of our group packages.
Just about ready here to get things going. Game number 3 of the 7-game series between the York Revolution and your defending champion, Sugarland Skeeters. Let us take a peek at how York is going to line it up today. The same exact lineup, more or less, as yesterday. Leading off and playing catcher today, James Skelton. Henry Castillo will play second and bat second. Hitting third, doing DH duties tonight, Isaiah Stahada. Hitting fourth, playing left field, Melky Mesa. Telvin Nash He'll at 5th, play 5th, first base. Wellington Dotel, he'll at 6th and right. Batting 7th and at 3rd, Nate Coronado. Batting 8th and playing short, Ryan Den and Justin Trapp, who plays center field. And round things out on the mound, right-hander Daniel Miner. And for the Skeeters from left to right in the outfield today, Willie Taveras going to make the start in center field. Jared Mitchell on right field. It's going to be Jabari Henry making his first start in a Skeeters uniform over at third base. It's going to be Juan Severio. He's been there every game this year. Over at short, that's going to be Ryan Jackson at second base, Jason Martinson at first base, Anthony Jansanti. Behind the plate, Cody Stanley, and on the mound, making his 4th start of the season. That's right-hander Kevin McGowan, former New York Met. As he gets ready, warms up here. He has been pretty sharp over his last 2 starts after having kind of a rough outing on his first start of the season. First start came back on April 28th, allowed 4 runs on 5 hits, and since he has gone 1-1 with a 1.86 ERA over his last 2 starts, so has definitely sharpened up a little bit as the season has gone on, and he will look to keep the mojo going for the Skeeters, as it looked like they were on the precipice of dropping a 2nd straight game and what would have been their 4th straight loss yesterday, but Dennis Phipps said no. Will not be dropping a 4th straight game. This grand slam with 2 outs propelled the Skeeters to what would be a 10-9 win. Juan Severio had the walk-off base hit single in the 11th inning, and in steps James Skelton. He had a monster game yesterday, 4 hits and a home run and 3 RBIs. To quiet his bat down a little bit today as Kevin McGowan delivers a strike, and we are underway here. Skelton hitting 345 with a home run and 4 RBIs, and that home run and 3 of those RBIs came in yesterday's game as the longtime Atlantic League catcher, known mostly for getting on base, had a monster home run to right field that landed up there over the grassland, actually onto the walkway there between the grassland and the concourse. 0-2 now quickly as he chops it back to McGowan, who spears it, throws it over to Anthony Jansanti, who's making another start there at first base, and that'll be out number 1. Henry Castillo also had a home run in yesterday's game. He steps on in. He leads the Atlantic League with 10 doubles entering this one. So a hot bat. He's forced Alexi Casilla, who is not having a bad year himself. He's forced him on the bench for the first 3 games of this series. Yeah, Castillo and Skelton went back-to-back off Matt West, who had pretty much been untouchable up until that point this year. Centered a pair of home runs. His ERA was sitting all zeros before yesterday, and he was averaging more than a strikeout per inning. But a tough outing yesterday, and when you're early on in the season, those numbers can balloon up quickly. But York really the only team I can remember, even in the last 2 years that Matt has been here, that's really touched him like that. And really just an anomaly, in my opinion. 1-0 now as Henry Castillo swings and misses over that one. And Matt West's probably a closer just about on every other team in this league, and not the closer for the Skeeters, obviously with Felipe Paulino entrenched in that role. So the bullpen is definitely one of the strongest areas of the Skeeters roster. 1-1 now as Castillo swings and misses. A good changeup there from Kevin McGowan. And Castillo way out in front. He is now down 1-2. Castillo had pair of hits yesterday, scored a run, had the home run, was a solo home run. 1-2 now. McGowan, fastball upstairs, swung on and missed. Castillo down on strikes here as there's 2 away. Top of the first inning. Isaiah Tejada now the DH, moves up a few spots in the order as he had a pretty good game yesterday. 13 hits for York, so the bats were there. Their bullpen really faltered late, and that's been the story of their season, as we talked a lot about in yesterday's broadcast. Tejada had 3 hits. He had a double, drove in a run. He's hitting .324 on the young year. Him and James Skelton have kind of flip-flopped each game here. Skelton started at catcher the first game, then DH'd, and vice versa for Tejada, as now he's back in the DH role today. So McGowan's got 2 quick outs here. As mentioned, McGowan sharp, 1-1 with a 186 ERA over his last 2 starts after allowing 4 runs and 3 innings in his first start as a Skeeter back on April 28th. Swung on a miss, slider in the dirt. Tejada swings through that one, so 0-1. Tejada got beat up a little bit yesterday. Took a backswing from Willie Taveras, and a couple foul balls clank off of him too, and toughed it out. He gets a night away from all of that nonsense, though. He'll get to just sit in the dugout, come up and get his at-bats. 0-1 now. It's McGowan in the windup, delivers. Strike 2 there as he gets the breaking ball across. McGowan filling up the strike zone early here. He is 1 strike away from a 1-2-3 first inning. Already has a K. Oh, 2.5 from McGowan. Fastball upstairs, swung on a miss, and Kevin McGowan had a dandy of a first inning there, strikes out a pair, and gets the York Revolution to go down in order. We head to the bottom of the first. Skeeters coming to bat for the first time tonight.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County.
Head to the bottom of the first here, no score still between the York Revolution and your defending champion Sugarland Skeeters. Take a look at how the Skeeters going to line things up. Batting lead off the captain, Anthony Jansanti, hitting second. Jaron Mitchell, Juan Severio will hit third. Jason Martinson batting cleanup. Cody Stanley will hit fifth. Dennis Phipps, yesterday's hero, will hit sixth. Ryan Jackson, he'll hit seventh. Jabari Henry, making a Skeeters debut, will hit eighth. And Willie Taveras rounding things out. He'll hit ninth. First pitch reminder to Jansanti is in for a strike on the outside edge. Anthony, I know you can't hear me right now. Your hits will start coming, my friend. He has gone hitless through his first 5 games off the disabled list, but he will start getting hits, and they will come in bunches. And that's what we know to expect from Anthony. His second pitch also in there for a strike from Daniel Miner, the right-hander. 5'11", 200 pounds, a native of Austin, Texas. Still lives out there in Dripping Springs, Texas. Played in the Mexican League last year. And Anthony down on 3 pitches as he reaches for a strike on the outside edge, and he is down swinging. So Daniel Miner has thrown 3 pitches, all strikes, and he has 1 out. That'll bring up formidable threat here in Jared Mitchell, who has just tormented his former teammates through the first 2 games of this series. Had a home run yesterday, extended his hitting streak to 11 games. As mentioned in the pregame show too, Jared leading the league with 7 stolen bases to go with a league leading 5 home runs. First pitch to Jared is inside. Jared made the all-defensive team last year with the York Revolution. And lines out to the right side. Castillo's got in front of it, throws over to Telvin Nash. And that'll put away Mitchell for out number 2 here. Yesterday's game, a combined 23 hits, combined 19 runs. Fortunately, the Skeeters on top of that one with their 10-9 victory. Skeeters entered the series, they entered the homestand on a five-game winning streak, extended it to 6 games before dropping the last 2 games of that series to Long Island, and then dropped the first one of the series here to York, and then yesterday he came storming back for a win. And Juan Silverio up to bat. Juan had the walk-off hit in yesterday's win. And Juan off to a hot start this series, 4 for 9 with a run, a triple, 2 ribbies, and a walk through 2 games against the Revs. Sitting 278 on the season. 1-0 now to Silverio. Line up the middle. That's through. Ryan Dent will give it a look, but watch it whirl out there into center field. So Juan Silverio gets the Skeeters in the hit column today with a 2-out single. And that will bring up Jason Martinson. And on cue, I got a good note about Jason Martinson coming up with 2 outs. Him and Jared Mitchell actually lead the Skeeters with a .429 average with 2 outs this year. Both have hit a double and a home run with 2 RBIs while hitting with 2 outs. Jason 3 for 7, Jared Mitchell 6 for 14 with 2 outs. So Jason Martinson, who made his debut on Saturday, has done a nice job hitting with 2 outs. That home run with 2 outs came in Saturday's game against Long Island, and an RBI double yesterday. Not a huge lead for Silverio, and Martinson pops it straight up into shallow center field. Trap is under it, a few steps in, and has it with 2 hands for out number 3. So Juan Silverio gets a 2-out single, but the Skeeters are held off the scoreboard on the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second inning, still no score.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or kids run the bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016.
Telvin Nash going to lead things off here in the top of the second inning. No scores still between the Skeeters and the York Revolution. Kevin McGowan looked mighty sharp in that first inning. Struck out the last 2 batters he faced. Set the Revs down in order 1-2-3. Telvin Nash has been a tough assignment so far this year. Had a home run yesterday. He's got 4 of them. He's tied for second in the league. That was a fastball right around the belt, called strike 1. Evan McGowan certainly not messing around, throwing a ton of strikes early. Set the Revs down 1-2-3. Second pitch is a ball, misses low. The 1-1 now from McGowan to Nash is a fastball that misses inside for a ball. So I look to see how many pitches exactly Kevin McGowan needed in that first inning. He needed just 9 pitches to get the first 3 outs. He's thrown 13 pitches now, 10 of which have been for strikes. As I mentioned, he's filling up the zone here early on. 2-1 now from McGowan to Nash is cued off to the right side. That one's going to spin back into fair territory. McGowan gloves it, takes it to first base himself, and get the out himself, filled in his position well. He's already got 2 putouts tonight, 1 unassisted there for out number 1. And as I mentioned, Telvin Nash has been swinging a hot bat. He was 5 for 9 this series, so Good sight to see him go down there. Melky Mesa now, the left fielder for the Revs, will step in as they hit him with the Baby Shark walk-up music. Mesa yesterday 0 for 5 with the hit by pitch, one of the few Revs who did not get a hit. He's 1 for 10 so far in this series, and he swings and misses on a slide piece. Kevin McGowan just continuing to get first pitch strikes. 15 pitches, 12 strikes so far. As I mentioned, he's been sharp over his last 2 starts after a rough start on opening day, and another strike, another breaking ball swung on and missed. It's Melky Mesa quickly down 0-2. Melky Mesa, former big leaguer, spent some time with the Yankees back in 2012 and 2013, a total 8 games. 0-2 now, and Mesa hits that one well to center field, but Jared Mitchell is under it, right to him. Gloves it there a few steps in front of the warning track for out number 2. So 2 down now, top of the second inning. Still no score between York and Sugar Land. Millington Dotel, the former Skeeters, going to step on in. He does so hitting .240 with a homer and 6 RBIs on the year. Also yesterday was 1 for 3 with a run and 2 walks. He's riding a modest 3-game hitting streak, 4 of 11 through that streak. Wind is blowing in pretty heavily in there from right. Saw Jared Mitchell's home run go over to right field, and Wellington Dotel with I don't think he had any intention of swinging at that one. I don't think he was even looking at Kevin McGowan when he delivered that pitch. 0-1 now to Dotel as it was a fastball right down the heart of the plate. The 0-1. Another fastball right down the heart of the plate, 0-2. And Dotel, I don't even know if he's he's ready to bat. It looks. I know Wellington's got. He's quirky. He's a great hitter, and got a plan up there. His plan was just not swing at the first pitch. I don't even think he wanted to swing at the second pitch, just making Kevin McGowan work a little bit, as he has been sharp, throwing strikes. 0-2 now from McGowan to Dotel, and Dotel just spoils that one off to the right side. McGowan has just thrown 3 balls here. That was pitch number 20. 20 pitches, 17 strikes. He's got 3 strikeouts so far. The 0-2 now from Kevin McGowan. Foul back by Dotel. He spoils another one there. 2 strikeouts actually so far from McGowan, both coming in back in the first inning. Kevin pitched with the New York Mets back in 2017, just a handful of games. 8 games to be exact, all in relief. 8 2/3 innings there in 2017. Out at Citi Field with the Mets. Dotel steps out. Looks like there's a little confusion here, a little battle of attrition between Dotel and McGowan as McGowan gets in his windup and delivers the 0-2. In the dirt, Cody Stanley blocks that for a ball, so 1-2 now, 2 away. He picked up his first big league strikeout in his major league debut on August 22nd, 2017 against Adam Rosales, the veteran utility infielder, as Dotel fouls that one back. I don't know a whole bunch about Adam Rosales. I know he played with a bunch of teams, and he was kind of a utility guy. Much like Anthony Giansanti, could pretty much play anywhere on the field. And whenever he hit a home run, you could pretty much clock him around the bases. About 10 seconds is all usually would take him to get around. He'd sprint anytime he hit a home run. It was pretty funny to watch. And yeah, no one will ever get on him for taking too long around the bases. That's the one thing I definitely remember about Adam Rosales, and that's about enough Adam Rosales talk here on this broadcast. 2-2 now, though. McGowan facing Wellington Dotel with 2 outs here in the top of the second, and Dotel lines that into right field. That's going to be over the head of Giansanti and into right field toward the line. Dotel, big turn, going to head for second. The throw in from Willie Tavares is not going to be in time as Dotel hustles in there for a double, a 2-out double. Sounded like Wellington might have broken his bat there, so that bat certainly dies a hero as he kind of just lofted that to right field. That'll bring up Nate Coronado with 2 outs. Nate with 5 RBIs on the year, hitting .300 coming into this one. And first pitch hits that one high and pretty deep to center field, but Jared Mitchell looks to be under it straight away in a few steps now and has got it. So the 2-out double will not come to pass here. That 2-out double from Wellington Dotel, that was it here for the Revs in the top of the second inning. Still no score as we go to the bottom of the second inning.
The 2018 Atlantic League.
Thank you, Shane. Yes, I'm down here with Daniel. I know he has his own cheering section over there on the third base side, but he is ready for the Texas Mattress Maker stolen base race. All right, Daniel, there is a base out there in the outfield. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to go down and pick it up and bring it back to me. Are you ready? Okay, let's put that countdown up. 3, 2, 1, go. And he is off, racing down that line, showing us his speed as he runs all the way out in the outfield. He's got the base. Let's cheer him on as he runs all the way back to me. Oh, you can be louder. Let's go, guys. Oh, man, that was easy. 12 seconds to spare. Daniel's going to be our winner of the stolen base race, brought to you by Texas Mattress Makers. Back up to you, Shane.
Cody Stanley going to lead things off here in the bottom of the second. Still no score between the York Revolution and the Sugar Land Skeeters. First pitch to Stanley from Daniel Miner, in for a strike. The Skeeters tallied a hit last inning. That was a 2-out single from Juan Silverio, but that was it. Stanley comes in a 319, had an RBI yesterday, an RBI single. He's got 8 of those ribbies this year, a pair of home runs to go with them. Both of those home runs came on the road, the first road trip of the year. The 1-1 now to Stanley, the former St. Louis Cardinals, slapped foul off to the left side. Cody was 2 for 4 yesterday, to be exact, with a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. He's got a 373 on base to go with a 489 slugging percentage early goings this year, and reaches for that one and just is able to foul it off to keep this one alive. 1-2. Albert Cordero getting the night off. Him and Alvaro Rondon on the bench today. These are Skeeters' reserve options. York has not really touched their lineup yet. They've just shifted it around a little bit and switched Isaiah Stahada and James Skelton from catcher to DH, but Corey Bass, the catcher, and Lexi Casilla, their only 2 reserves, have not started a game or appeared in a game yet this series. That one's chopped to shortstop. Ryan Dent scoops it on the run, makes a nice throw over there to Telvin Nash to get Cody Stanley for out number 1 here. And in steps the big fella, Dennis Phipps, who came through in the most biggest of ways yesterday. His grand slam with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th turned what looked like it was going to be a 4th straight Skeeters lost and eventually turned into a Skeeters victory in extra innings. His grand slam was the second actually by the Skeeters this year. Jared Mitchell had one in Lancaster on the road trip. First pitch reminder to Phipps is inside, a fastball he takes for a ball. Phipps has 4 home runs this year now. He's tied for second in the league. The power has always been there for Phipps. It's been one of his calling cards. He had just 9 home runs last year, though, as that one's taken low for a strike. So now he's certainly on pace to surpass that mark this year. He came in a little bit late last year. He came in at about mid-May, so not too late. He had mostly a full season. Phipps fouls that one back now, 1-2 with 1 down. Phipps batting still a little bit below the Mendoza line, but when you got 4 home runs and 9 RBIs, you can forgive him for that. 4 of those 9 RBIs, as I mentioned, came with 1 swing of the bat yesterday. The Skeeters lead the Atlantic League with those 2 grand slams. They're the only team with more than 1. The 1-2 now to Phipps. Nice slider there from Miner as Phipps out in front as he swings and misses for strike number 3. So 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Ryan Jackson, now the former big leaguer, steps on in, getting the start at shortstop today and looking for his first hit in his return to the Skeeters. He's played with the Skeeters each of the last 2 years, but only a total of 10 games in those 2 seasons combined, as that's a strike there for Minor to start Jackson off here. Jackson's appeared in 2 games. He came in and pinch ran in yesterday's game, but didn't get in that bat. He was 0 for 4 on Sunday in his debut as he fouls that off the right side. Actually, rather Monday he made his debut in the opener of this series. And yesterday he actually came in to pinch run because in the 10th inning, Cody Stanley was the runner that was placed on second base, so they subbed in Jackson to run a better runner than Stanley. That run actually ended up not coming across, so the Skeeters didn't score until the 11th inning as that one's taken up for a ball now. 1-2 to Jackson. Much like Stanley, though, has played for the St. Louis Cardinals. He was selected by the Cardinals in the 5th round of the 2009 draft out of the U, Miami native, and he's down 1-2 here as he fouls another one off. Jackson with the high blue socks. Played with the Cardinals from 2012 to 2013, then spent some time at the big league level with the Angels in 2015. It's 42 games of major league experience. Minor's got him 1-2 here, and the 1-2 delivery to Jackson is lined to the right side. That's going to be a base hit. Ryan Jackson with another 2-out single here as the Skeeters in the first 2 innings have gotten 2-out singles. We'll see if this time they can get the one to come around and score. Jabari Henry now steps on in, making his first plate appearance with the Skeeters. Jabari was signed prior to yesterday's game. Spent the last 2 years with Sioux Falls in the American Association. Had 13 home runs and 52 ribbies last year. Had 29 home runs back in 2017 for Sioux Falls, so a powerful bat. He's getting the start in left field today. First pitch from Minor. He swings and misses for a strike. Native of Orlando, Florida. Went to Florida International University, so him and Ryan Jackson, who just had a 2-out single with Florida guys. Was picked in the 39th round of the 2009 draft by the Mariners. 0-1 now for Minor to Jabari Henry, making his first at-bat with the Skeeters. Another fastball from Minor is in for a strike. Henry was selected actually by the Mariners in the 18th round of the 2012 draft out of FIU. Also selected by the Rangers in the 39th round in 2009. Obviously did not go. Has played 5 seasons in the Mariners system. Still showed that power off. He had 30 home runs in 2014 with High Desert in the California League, the Mariners High A affiliate. 0-2 now, another fastball. That one's upstairs, fouled off, but hung on by James Skelton, so that's out number 3 here on the strikeout. The Skeeters get another 2-out single, but leave him stranded. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning. No score between the York Revolution and your defending champs.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugar Land Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugar Land Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugar Land Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential.
Brian Dent going to lead things off. Top of the 3rd inning. Kevin McGowan still on the mound. No score between the York Revolution and the Sugar Land Skeeters. Ryan Dent did not get in on that offensive fiesta yesterday for both teams. He took the golden sombrero, 4 Ks. First pitch from Kevin McGowan is in for a strike. Kevin McGowan has been lights out through the first 2 innings. Got a pair of strikeouts. Just a double from Wellington Dotel. Kind of a bloop double, too. Has been the only knock on his line so far tonight. That one's down for a ball. 1-1 now. Not to mention how McGowan has made quick work of the Revs, but on top of that, 27 pitches, 22 strikes. He has been right around the zone all night, and another strike there on a beautiful breaking ball. Dent way out in front now, 1-2 as he's staring down the barrel of yet another K. I mentioned he had 4 of them in yesterday morning/afternoon's game. McGowan in the line delivers on the 1-2. Swung on a miss, breaking ball again. Dent out in front, no chance as his woes continue. And Kevin McGowan, another strikeout, his 3rd of the day. On to a nice start into the top of the 3rd. He's retired 7 of the first 8 batters that have faced him, and set it in the first inning. He's 1-1 with a 1.86 ERA over his last 2 starts, and he's picking up right where he left off. The New Hampshire native was picked out of Franklin Pierce University in Rindge, New Hampshire by the Mets. As that one's in for a strike. He was a 13th round pick of the 2013 MLB draft. Quickly up 0-1 now on Justin Trapp. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball inside. That's a ball, 1-1. So Albert Cordero not catching him tonight, but he was actually teammates with Coco back in 2015 at AA Binghamton. And then Cody Ashley, who was with the Skeeters earlier this year, those two were teammates last year with AAA Las Vegas. Matt Perk, who is in the Skeeters bullpen, also with AAA Las Vegas last year, so the Skeeters taking a lot of former Mets farm hands. Cody Ashley had his contract purchased by the Boston Red Sox while the team is on the road. He's no longer with the team. He's out there in AA for the Red Sox. The 2-1 to Justin Trapp misses low, sort of ball, 3-1. Three and 1 to Justin Trapp, 1 down, and that one misses low for a ball. So the first walk of the evening for the Revolution goes to Justin Trapp, who reaches with 1 down here. Chris Parsons, you may have heard him in the background there, and now he gets on the mic and come on, man, turn the walk in. That's Bush League. We're
2 games in, and you already ran your intern off. What happened?
we're running busy days there. George, you heard him yesterday. He'll be back on at some point.
George.
Today, a busy day, thanks to Matt Musil from KHOU, who was out here earlier talking up to Matt West, and also to Willie Tavares, who back with the Skeeters. Also talking to Pete about the fact that though we are not a farm system attached to any MLB team, it sure feels like we are. We've lost 7 guys, and yet Pete helping steer this ship, 11-8. 3.5 game lead in first place in the Freedom Division. Pretty big lead over there for Justin Trapp, and he's on the move. Throw down from Stanley is not in time as the feet for a slide from Trapp gets him there in time. A stolen base now with 1 down.
Good throw, just
yeah,
speed.
that was kind of foreshadowed there. He had a pretty good sized lead. Cody Stanley with a nice throw down to second base. Just Justin Trapp runs fairly well. That was numbers stolen base. We'll get that number to you in a second here. 0-1 now to James Skelton, 1 down in the top of the 3rd. The 0-1 pitches inside for a ball. Stolen base number 3 for Trapp, and he's yet to be caught. That leads the Revs. Jared Mitchell, he's got a ways to go to get to him. He's got 7 of those this year. He leads the league. 1-1 now. Justin Trapp on second base, 1 down here, top of the 3rd, and James Skelton takes a strike on the outside edge. So Trapp walked, which was kind of an unfamiliar sight because Kevin McGowan had really been firing all over the strike zone still, and 37 pitches, he's thrown 26 strikes, so he's living in the strike zone. He's got James Skelton down 1-2. Skelton grounded out to McGowan back in the 1st. And swung on a miss. Skelton swings under the high fastball, and strikeout number 4 for Kevin McGowan. That's out number 2 here in the top of the 3rd. Absolutely picture perfect night here in Sugar Land, Texas at Constellation Field. I will actually be heading back to my homestead starting tomorrow, Thursday through Sunday. I will have my good dear friend Brandon MacArthur on the mic. Brandon does a ton of broadcasting in the Houston area for Fight Media. He's also very responsible for this broadcast in general. He's kind of my engineer, more or less. A lot of the guys in the control room right now have helped me out, so get to more of that later. But yeah, excited to get back to San Diego for a few days as Henry Castillo has that one well to right field. Diving is Willie Tavares, and Willie T saves a run right there. What a play indeed, Parsons. Willie Tavares with a diving play down the right field line saves a run as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Still no score between the York Revolution and your defending champion, Sugar Land Skeeters.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugar Land Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or kids run the bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Is it A?
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing. Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th.
And Willie Tavares going to lead us off here in the bottom of the third, and Willie just saved a run with a beautiful diving play right there to end the top of the third inning. Justin Trapp had walked and stolen a base and was on second with 2 down, and it certainly looked like Henry Castillo was about to go for extra bases, but Willie T diving toward the line there and right saves it, and he'll get a chance to do some damage with the bat. He was 1 for 4 yesterday in his first game back with the Skeeters. First pitch from Daniel Miner outside, but called a strike, 0-1. 1 for 4, Willie Tavares also had a sac bunt in the extra innings, and the former major leaguer, the former Houston Astro, back out here in Sugar Land. It's a good sight to see. 0-1 now to Willie is a fastball. Looked like I might have hit him, but no call there, and just a ball 1-1. Tavares, as I mentioned, the former Astro, spent 2004 through 06, a former teammate of Felipe Paulino's out there. Spent some time with the Rockies in 07 and 08. Lines that one foul over the Skeeters dugout to the right side, so still 1-2 to Willie. Played with the Reds in 09 and the Nationals in 2010. He hadn't played at the pro level since 2017 with Puebla, but he's looked sharp here early on as that one's low, so 2-2 now as the ball skips by James Skelton. .744 here at Constellation Field. 2-2 count to Willie Tavares, still no score. 2 hits for the Skeeters, 1 hit for the Revolution. And Tavares slaps that foul to the right side, out of play. Yeah, so 2 new faces in this outfield today. Jabari Henry, he's making his first start. Willie Tavares making his second start. As thankfully Anthony Jansanti can play pretty much anywhere on the field. He's at first base, so you're able to keep his bat in the lineup. Jabari Henry, a powerful bat. I'm sure we'll see him leave the yard more than one occasion this year. As Tavares lines that foul toward the inflatable. It's actually off the inflatable. Daniel Miner has allowed just 2 singles so far, both of them 2-out singles last inning. Ryan Jackson punched one through the right side. That was his first hit in his return to the Skeeters. The 2-2 now to Tavares, a slider, check swing, the appeal. Reggie Liggins says he does not go around, so full count for Rolly Tavares, and even at the spry age of 37, definitely a threat to steal some bases. He stole 68 of them with Colorado back in his big league days, led the National League, which was back. Got my notes in front of me, fouls that one back. That was back in 2007. He stole a whopping 68 bags, which led the league, and that's definitely his calling card. It's speed and defense. He showed the defense last inning. He's worked a nice full count here. He's making Daniel Minor work for it. He's seen 8 pitches. And that one is caught looking, strike 3 for the first out this inning. Willie Tavares down on strikes looking. So Tavares down looking, strike 3. Bring up Anthony Jansanti, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat to lead things off. The first pitch from Minor is a fastball in for a strike. The outside part of the plate definitely being exploited here from Minor, as it's being kind of given a few extra inches under the outside part of the plate. The 0-1. Jansanti pops that up pretty deep to right field, but Wellington Dotel looks to be under it. He comes back in now as he started back and makes the play for out number 2. So 2 away. And that'll bring up Jared Mitchell, so if we keep the theme going here, Mitchell likely to get on bases. The Skeeters have 2 hits, both of them coming with 2 outs, and I gave you that note earlier how Mitchell has done pretty well with 2 outs this year. He's hitting .429 as a double and a home run and 2 RBIs with 2 outs this year. First pitch to Mitchell is inside for a ball, 1-0. Two down here, no score. Bottom of the 3rd inning as second pitch from Minor is low for a ball, so 2-0. And a 3rd pitch in a row for a ball, so quickly 3-0. Mitchell has 13 walks on the year. That leads the Skeeters by a pretty wide margin. The next closest is 7, Alvaro Rondon, who's not in the lineup tonight. So 3-0. Mitchell has shown a patient bat. He's shown a powerful bat. He's shown speed on the bases. There's not really anything Mitchell hasn't done this year. The 3-0 pitch is a fastball that catches the inside part of the plate. Mitchell thinks he had ball 4 there as he steps out and collects himself. Juan Silverio on deck has one of the 2 hits tonight for the Skeeters. It was a single back in the bottom of the 1st inning. Jared Mitchell up now, though, 3-1 to him. And fastball up. He took a big hack at that. So maybe looking for home run number 8 there. 3-2 now, 2 down. Full count offering to Mitchell is popped up to the left side. Looks like it's going to be in foul territory. Nate Coronado gives it a look, but it's going to go into foul territory and pots back up on the York dugout. They toss it to a fan. Jared Mitchell getting his first look against the Revolution. He's played so often with them. He was with them in 2016, 17, and 18 last season. Now making the trip to Sugar Land. 3-2 as Mitchell fouls it off the glove of James Skelton. Stays alive here now. It's pitch number 43 for Daniel Minor. He's making his 4th start, or 3rd start of the year actually, his 4th appearance. The 3-2 once again to Mitchell, hit foul off to the left side. So Jared Mitchell making Daniel Minor work. Gonna see a 9th pitch here in this at-bat. Daniel was a 9th round pick of the hometown Houston Astros back in 2012. (3-2) now lofted to right field. Dotel a few steps in, has that one for out number 2. So that'll do it here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Skeeters go down in order. Still no score between the Skeeters and the York Revolution as we move to the 4th inning tonight here at Constellation Field.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges for Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Funday. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Funday where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the third in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home game.
Head to the top of the 4th inning here. No score between the York Revolution and the Sugarland Skeeters, your defending champs. As kind of a anti-role reversal here of what happened yesterday. 19 combined runs. Still a lot of time left in this one, but just 3 combined hits, 2 of them for the Skeeters. Only 1 for the Revolution as Isaiah Tejada, the DH tonight, steps in. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. 4 strikeouts so far for Kevin McGowan, and he has looked phenomenal early on. First pitch at Tejada is a fastball that is missing in for a ball, and I think Tejada crowding the plate there may have got him a ball as he's right on top of that thing, kind of leaned out of the way of it. The 1-0 now from McGowan to Tejada is a breaking ball, so taken low and away. 2-0 now. Tejada hitting .319 after taking that strikeout in his first at-bat. Parsons, I know you're still next to me. You know that the Revs have a right-handed pitcher named Jay Miller on their team?
No way.
They do.
What a coincidence.
3-0, the former president for the Skeeters. I don't think that's him. That's pitching out of the Revs bullpen. I doubt he's listening, but we miss him. He's out there in Wichita now as they open up a new AAA ballpark, I believe, next season. One of our own, Adam Metler, also going to go out there with him. 3-0 now for McGowan. Tejada in for a strike, 3-1 now. McGowan just the 1 hit, also a walk to Justin Trapp, who stole second base. That's the only time the Revs have got a runner in scoring position. That came last inning. As Tejada hits that one well to the left side. On the run is Henry into the corner. I can't see him anymore, and that one skips up off the ledge and foul. There is no play to be had down the left field line. McGowan with the 4 strikeouts so far, 1 away from matching his season high already, which came in his last start against Lancaster. That's when he picked up his first win. He threw 6 scoreless innings in the finale of that 3-game series. It was a sweep for the Skeeters. That definitely helped them move and keep that lead despite a rough stretch over the last few days, despite yesterday's game. Full count now. Tejada, the windup and delivery from McGowan is upstairs for a ball. He'll take ball 4, and he'll get a leadoff walk for the Revs. Tejada not in any hurry. Takes his time. That'll bring up Telvin Nash now, the first baseman, who grounded out to Kevin McGowan back in the first inning.
Oh, we'll see Jay Miller Friday night.
There you go.
He'll be pitching up against Mitch Talbot.
On the roster, he's listed as Jay Lynn Miller, but in the game notes, he's listed as Jay Miller, so that's interesting. First time we'll see Jay Miller make an appearance on the field here at Constellation Field. 0-1 now as McGowan gets the first pitch strike in.
Reading the Revs game notes, they will play 27 consecutive days.
Wow. probably a lot of that, I'm guessing, has to do with some rainouts there. The East Coast was hit hard with a lot of rain back around opening day.
They had 1 day off on April 29th and will play 27 consecutive days.
That's brutal. That one's shot to McGowan. He throws to Martinson for one. Delvin Nash lumbering down the first baseline. He's out by a mile there as they roll up the 1-4-3 double play, and Kevin McGowan erases that leadoff walk to Isaiah Tejada. It was kind of a rough go through that rotation for all the starters for the Skeeters against the Blue Crowds, but they've really done a nice job of settling down since. They entered with a 3.63 ERA as a staff coming into this one. The bullpen sitting at 3.45, so fairly even from both sides of the pitching rotation. That one's in for a strike to Melky Mesa, who's flown out today. He's got a home run and 6 RBIs on the year. Yeah, that's a brutal stretch for the Revs there. And they got 7 games in a row here to boot. I mean, it's part of that stretch. And Melky Mesa gives that one a ride to left field. Jabari Henry back. He looks to be under it there, a few steps in front of the wall. He's got it for out number 3. So Kevin McGowan through a 4th straight scoreless inning. No score between the Skeeters and the Revs as the Skeeters coming to bat.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or kids run the bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printer.
To the bottom of the 4th we go. Leading off will be Juan Silverio. Still no score between York and Sugarland. Daniel Miner out to work again. Juan had the walk-off RBI single yesterday. He finds himself tied for 5th in the league with 5 hits because he's played, this is game number 20, he's played all 20 games. Not a lot of consistency when it comes to the Skeeters lineup this year, and that's just been because of the loss of players, but Juan has been a sign of consistency at third base. He's played and started in all 20 games thus far. Only other person that started in all 20 games has been Jared Mitchell, who's out in center field. Has a little bit of a delay there. But Juan Silverio is going to step on in. As Daniel Miner, much like Kevin McGowan, has had a pretty nice start to this one. So far, Miner 3 innings of work, just 2 hits, both singles, has struck out 4 and allowed no walks. Parsons, you had a pretty good note there. So the Revs, career record.
The Revs all-time record, 827 wins, 825 losses.
So they're just hovering around that 500 mark.
And in this day in York history, they played their very first home game.
Wow. Out of
2007.
What they still call People's Bank Ballpark back in 07.
They played. Well, this is weird. This has got to be a typo. The Revs played their first home game, beating the Road Warriors 7-5 at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey.
Interesting.
It's got to be a typo.
It could be. It very well could be. You know, there's a funny thing. I used to work for a paper in Orange County, California, where the Angels play. And 1-1 out of Silverio. He swings and misses for a strike. And I came to learn that the Angels actually played their very first season at Wrigley Field in Chicago. See, that's something.
Random.
So yeah, maybe you never know. Angels. Angels played at Wrigley Field and they played at Dodger Stadium before they moved to Anaheim.
Interesting. Their all-time record against the Skeeters is 57-84.
Yeah, the Skeeters have definitely had the way in this rivalry. Last year they were 13-6 against the Revs, who really played it good. They had a good second half. They made a late push for a playoff run. And that one's chopped to the left side, not hit very well. Ryan Dent's going to barehand it, throw across the diamond, and with a stellar throw, gets Silverio by a step. And Ryan Dent had to make that play in a hurry, and he does, to set aside Silverio for out number 1 in the bottom of the 4th. So this series, and pretty much I guess the rest of the year for that matter, the Revs are going to have to just teeter around that 500 mark. Because then you can have a year like the Skeeters did last year. You go 81-45, and you put yourself comfortably up.
Well, yeah, you're 2013 too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was another. That was
those
the most,
2 years. You're 100 games over 500.
That'll set you up for years like 2017, where the team was under 500. But this year they're over it. 3 games over 500 as Jason Martinson, the second baseman, steps in. A first pitch bender there from Daniel Miner in for a strike. Martinson flew out to center field in his first at bat. He doubled yesterday and drove in a run. Hitting 364 on the young campaign. He takes for a strike, which, again, I mentioned the outside part of the plate being extended, it looks like, by a few inches, and Martinson didn't like that call all too much. Martinson, a former Texas State Bobcat. That one outside. Almost looked like in the same spot, but he takes it for a ball, 1-2. And
these two probably paired up at some point because I'm reading Daniel Miner was a Islander.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A&M Corpus Christi.
Out there in the Southland Conference. They'll be playing their conference tournament here next week here at Constellation Field. A lot of baseball, even though the Skeeters will be on the road. And Martinson swings through the breaking ball there. Strike 3 now. 2 away in the bottom of the 4th inning. Yesterday, the offensive fireworks were happening all the time, and a 10-9 win for the Skeeters. So far, just 3 combined hits. The Skeeters are in the winning part of that column. They're up 2-1 in the hit column. Still no score as Cody Stanley steps in with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. Cody grounded out to shortstop at his first at-bat, but had a pair of hits in yesterday's game. First pitch breaking ball outside corner for a strike. Cody was a Midwest League All-Star in 2011 with single-A Quad Cities. Do you happen to know what 4 cities make up Quad Cities?
Davenport. I'm going to go on a limb and say Des Moines.
I have no idea. I thought you would have no clue. I wasn't even expecting an answer from you. Stanley lines at and off the glove of Castillo and into right field. That's going to be another 2-out single for the Skeeters here. So you got Davenport. You're guessing Des Moines.
I'm going Davenport. I'm almost positive Davenport's one.
Well, it's in the Midwest League, so yeah, you're in the
And those are probably the only 2 cities I know in Iowa. I don't know if they played a home game yet. The river's been flooding, and
so we got. It's a region of 5 cities in the U.S. per Wikipedia. Between Iowa and Illinois, Davenport, you got that one. Bettendorf, both in Iowa. Then Rock Island, Moline, and East Moline in Illinois. So I guess it's Quad Cities, but it's technically 5 cities. That's not confusing whatsoever. 0-1 now. The Dennis Phipps, Cody Stanley. Skeeters have 3 hits tonight. All 3 of those hits have been 2-out singles. That's kind of like the Big Ten has more than 10 teams. Like, sweet.
And the Big 12 only has 10.
That's awesome. 0-1 out of Phippsy, who had a grand slam in yesterday's game, and hits that one a ton to left field. Back goes Melky Mesa. They both look up, and that one is going to get into the sport court. Dennis Phipps stays hot. A 2-run shot from the Skeeters' designated hitter. Dennis Phipps. Oh, yeah, he rips. Dennis the Menace continues to just feast on York Revolution pitching. A 2-run dinger puts the Skeeters up 2-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Wow, Dennis knew he got that one. I was curious there. He went to a deep part there in left center, but he busted into the home run trot early, and I got to trust Phippsy on those. He knows he got it there, and he certainly did. That one was well over the left center field fence. Home run number 5 for Dennis. RBIs now 10 and 11. He's tied with his teammate Jared Mitchell for the league lead as Ryan Jackson fouls one back. Dennis, as I mentioned in his first at-bat, had 9 home runs all of last year. You look at Dennis Phipps, and it doesn't take a genius to guess he might be a power hitter. He's listed at 6'2", 220 pounds. He's a big fella. And he has really found the home run swing this year and adds to the total. Got a delay here of some sort. And Pete is not happy with James Skelton, the catcher for the Revolution, as they're jawing at each other. You probably hear Pete on my crowd mic. Ryan Jackson, he's down 0-1, and the Skeeters just took a 2-0 lead on a 2-run blast from Dennis Phipps. And
Pete is definitely known to stick up for his players.
Yeah, something must have happened there. I missed it at least. I don't know if you caught anything, Parsons, but
I did not.
Pete is yelling at James Skelton, the catcher for the York Revolution, and
Skelton might want to watch out. He's a little overmatched there.
A little bit. I'd give Pete's more of a heavyweight fighter. Skelton might be more of a welterweight or a flyweight fighter. They're still yelling at each other as the home plate umpire had written down something in his notebook. I'm guessing a warning, and he's just trying to get Pete to calm down.
Now Mace is yelling.
Mark Mason and Pete Gavilia yelling at each other. I'm just going to guess. Ryan Jackson swung and fouled off the first pitch. He tried to go out of the batter's box, and I wonder if the home plate umpire was telling him he has to keep a foot in the batter's box, which is not really a rule. That's sometimes just an umpire thing that they tend to try to enforce. So I think that might have been it. I'm not sure. That's just a guess. 0-1 now. 2 down, though. Bottom of the 4th inning. Jackson takes a breaking ball in the dirt, so 1-1. And it's been the 2-out hitting. The Skeeters scored all 5 of the runs in the 9th inning yesterday with 2 outs, and they had 3 2-out singles before Dennis Phipps put them on the scoreboard with a 2-out, 2-run home run. And that one is a strike outside, and Pete's still not happy with something over there. 1-2 now to Ryan Jackson, who had one of those 2-out singles that came back in the 2nd inning. We haven't really seen a blow-up yet for the tempers here from either side, really. We saw Long Island come in, and Wally Backman and Pete Gavilia, 2 of the bigger firecrackers in this league. Kept their tempers in check, though.
Just wait for the heat.
That's
once it heats up.
Still early. 2-2
Yeah.
now to Jackson, though, and that one pops right side. But last year we had a pretty good brouhaha between the Bees and the Skeeters in the very opening series, but that had more to do with a pitcher for the Bees than it did anything else. It wasn't between the managers. A lot of mutual respect, though, between these guys. Obviously, they get at each other, but it's a long season. There's only 8 teams in this league, so you see each other a ton. 2-2 now. Outside edge. Called a strike there as Ryan Jackson goes down. Looking to end the second, but Dennis Phipps continues his tear. He hits a 2-run home run to put the Skeeters up 2-0. We head to the top of the 5th.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or kids run the bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Herman.
And we move to the top of the 5th inning. The Skeeters, they're out in front 2-0 now, courtesy of a Dennis Phipps 2-run jack. Kevin McGowan back out for a 5th inning of work. Wellington Dotel's going to lead us off as we had a little extracurricular activity to end that inning. We're trying to figure out what exactly happened as the first pitch from McGowan to Wellington Dotel is a fastball that just misses the right fielder for the Revs and is inside for a ball. Just know we got our best people on it. That's all we can tell you.
A little investigative reporting here.
1-1 now to 1-0 to Dotel. He had his double. That's the only hit for the Revs so far. Fastball upstairs for a ball. 1-1 or 2-0. Sorry. Yeah, we got to the bottom of the case of the Quad Cities. We'll certainly get to the bottom of the case of why Pete was a little frustrated with our home plate umpire tonight. Dotel, a nice bender there from McGowan. Swung on a miss. McGowan is definitely on pace to go for his best start of the year. 4 innings, 1 hit, and 4 strikeouts. So it looks like Pete and James Skelton, that appears to be where the beef, if you will, is between, and has to do with where Skelton is setting up and framing pitches as Dotel fouls one off. I kind of mentioned that it seems like the outside part of the plate, at least the strike zone, is being generously given a few inches, and I think that finally got onto Pete's nerves, and he definitely voiced his opinion, as he's not afraid to do. 2-2 to Dotel, though, as McGowan looking for strikeout number 5 here. Is just the 1 hit, which was that Dotel double, and Dotel pops it up to the right side. Willie Tavares toward the right field line. He is under it and has it for out number 1.
That's kind of a tough sky right now to find the ball.
Yep, because the lights, it's not quite sunset yet. Sunset is probably just a few minutes away, and then you got to deal with the lights out there. And yeah, we saw a few.
Oh, we got a little.
Oh yeah, and Dotel and McGowan looked like they wanted a little bit piece of each other, and that quickly is squashed there. We got tempers flaring all over the place today, and Juan Silverio playing peacemaker quickly kept that one from blowing up. The first pitch to Dotel was definitely was a fastball inside, but just a 2-0 lead for the Skeeters, and don't really see that there was any intent there from McGowan, who's just been rolling today. So, game number 3, well, do stay tuned. There's 4 more games after tonight. Skeeters and Revs have split the series so far, and now Nate Coronado up to bat, takes a fastball up for a ball. It's easy for me to say, obviously there's no intent, but even if there's no intent, if you're a hitter, that's still pretty unnerving to have a fastball come and buzz you like that. 1-0, and Coronado lines it foul off to the right side, out of play. Coronado so far today flew out to center field in the 2nd inning. Hitting an even 300 coming into this one. Dotel swings and misses the changeup. Left it up a little bit, but good change of speeds from Kevin McGowan has Coronado flying at it. So 1-2 for McGowan. If he picks up a 5th strikeout here, as I mentioned last inning, that matches his season high. That one's in the dirt. Cody Stanley does not block it as it scoots by the dirt. Big Mike going to go retrieve it. Big Mike rocking the 99. Can't spell Constellation Field without Big Mike. Trust me. Just try and do it. I dare you. 2-2. Fastball up and away. Call it strike 3. Nate Coronado punched out looking there, as you know what? That's the thing. If you're going to have an outside strike zone, at least be consistent and credit the home plate umpire. He has done that. That one looked a little outside, but the way the strike zone's been called tonight, that definitely should have been a strike. So punch out number 5 for McGowan matches his season high as we got 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. Skeeters up 2-0 as Dennis Phipps, no stopping that man. A 2-run homer tonight, grand slam yesterday. See him come to the plate a few more times. See if he's got another home run left in the tank. First pitch to Ryan Dent, who struck out in his first at-bat, taken for a strike.
I told him Monday night I was sitting out in the picnic area with the interns. He was playing left field. I said, "You hit one out here, I'll stand up on the table and catch it with a cup."
He didn't.
After that, next 2 games, he's been hitting dingers.
Yeah, he's hitting plenty of them. He's tied for the league lead now. Him and Jared Mitchell both with 5. As Ryan Dent down 0-2. He had 4 strikeouts yesterday, struck out in his first at-bat, and he's going to have to do some work to avoid another strikeout. Shortstop for the Revs. He's got some power in his bat. He's got 3 home runs this year, 11 RBIs. Doesn't really look like your prototypical shortstop. Listed at 6 foot, 190, a native of Long Beach, California. As I mentioned, I'm heading home for a few days. I'll be heading that way to Southern California starting tomorrow. And the pitch from McGowan outside for a ball just misses now, evens things up 2-2 with 2 away. Brandon MacArthur out there in the control room. He's going to be taking over for the next 4 days.
No pressure, Brandon.
I mean, it's not like he has a high bar to eclipse with me over here in the booth, so he'll do just fine. He's one of my good buddies, and I trust him to do a fantastic job. 2-2 now to Ryan Dent, the shortstop, staring down the barrel of a second strikeout here. He's already had 1. That came in the 3rd, and he swings and misses to that one. Strike 3, so strikeout number 6 for Kevin McGowan, who continues to deal today. Skeeters, they lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or kids run the bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit sugarlandskeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas.
And we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Skeeters with a 2-0 lead over York. Jabari Henry going to lead things off. Jabari Henry making his Skeeters debut, struck out in his first at-bat. And you lose a guy like Courtney Hawkins who has prolific power. Jabari Henry certainly has power himself. He had a 30 home run season back in 2014 at the high A level, part of the Mariners system, and takes a first pitch strike from Dan Miner, who is through 4 innings of work. Next time his next out that he records will be a season high. He went 4+ in his last start on May 9th against High Point. Second pitch from Miner is a strike on the outside edge, and that continues to be a theme. And I'm just going to guess at some point someone's getting tossed because it's only the 5th inning, and we've already seen some tempers flaring, and it seems like that kind of night is a long game yesterday. That was actually the longest game of the season yesterday between the Skeeters and the Revolution. Obviously an extra inning game, so that has a lot to do with it. It was a 3-hour and 36-minute contest, but really in the scheme of things, that's a pretty tightly played baseball game for 11 innings. 0-2 now to Henry. He swung on a miss, a 3-pitch strikeout there as Henry down on strike for the 2nd time today. And Willie Tavares making a return to Sugarland. He's back, and he is up for the 2nd time today. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. Willie T was a part of the Skeeters spring training roster last year, played with them back in 2015. He's a Houston resident now. 1 for 4 yesterday at a sac bunt. Besides stealing 2 bases, that's pretty much a consummate Willie Tavares game right there. Laid on a bunt, play some good defense in the outfield.
Already made 1 top 10 catch tonight.
Yeah, fantastic grab in right field, but
Probably
saved a run.
I was going to say, probably saved a run.
I mean, Justin Trapp was on second base, and there was 2 down, so he's off with the contact. I mean, it would have taken him tripping and stumbling around third base to not score there. And Tavares fouls it off. Down 0-1 here. Daniel Miner, mentioned he's a former Astros prospect, was a 9th-round pick in 2012. Tomorrow, Game 4, 7 to 5 p.m. Roy Merritt going to be taking on Troy Tersey.
Bark in the Park night.
Bark in the Park. Bring your dog to the yard. That one slapped to right field. Dotel on the run. That's going to get out of play as Dotel was making a beeline toward the tarp there in right field. Bark in the Park tomorrow night. Pink in the Park on Friday night, courtesy of Memorial Hermann. We'll be wearing some pretty cool pink jerseys with the names of breast cancer survivors on them. Parsons plays a big role in getting those jerseys here and keeping Memorial Hermann happy as one of our many good sponsors.
Yeah, it's a special night.
0-2 now. Another great, some more great analysis from you.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt your pitch right there.
That's good. That's fine. Tavares striking out, looking there. He's down on strike for the second time tonight. Just giving you a hard time. Kind of earlier in the year. I was like, that's a pretty good pitch right there.
You're right. That's cool, bringing all the survivors out onto the field and letting the fans recognize them, and it's just a really special moment.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. And then Saturday night, a post-game concert for Corey Morrow. So it's going to be a big weekend here to wrap up a 10-game homestand. You already had the Pete and Gavilia Game of Thrones bobbleheads coming out last weekend, and Anthony Jansanti takes a first pitch curveball for a strike. If there's anyone more due, quite possibly in all of professional baseball, it is Anthony Jansanti. Came off the deal on Friday and looking for his first hit since coming off the DL, and hits that to the left side. Fielded by Nate Coronado, throws over to Telvin Nasher. Anthony will have to wait on that hit still as the Skeeters go down in order here in the 5th inning. We'll head to the 6th. The Skeeters do hold a 2-0 lead over the York Revolution.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in
Hey, 2-0 lead for the Skeeters over the Revs as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Kevin McGowan out for another inning of work. He is having his best start of the year so far. 5 scoreless innings for Kevin. He struck out 6 batters, which is a season high in both regards. That one's lined. First pitch for Justin Trapp to center field right at Jared Mitchell, though, and he's on the run and makes the catch for out number 1. Justin Trapp walked in his first at-bat. He's set down to begin inning number 6. James Skelton will come to bat now. He's 0 for 2. He struck out swinging in his last at-bat. Skelton and Pete and Gavilia exchanging words in his last at-bat. And Skelton squares the bunt, takes a strike. Skelton laid down a dandy of a bunt in yesterday's game. He had pretty good afternoon. 4 hits, including his first home run of the year. It was a 3-run shot. 0-1 to Skelton. Swung on a miss, quickly down 0-2 here. Kevin McGowan piggybacking off Michael Marriott, who pitched pretty well yesterday. Took a no decision, but 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned, a quality start. His ERA climbed to 1 because he came in without an ERA. So Michael Marriott, I think he's worked his way into the Skeeters rotation. He started the year in the bullpen, but he's been fantastic and has certainly earned his spot there. 0-2 now. Pitches upstairs for a ball, so 1-2 to James Skelton, the on-base machine and an Atlantic League veteran. Skelton came into this one with a 480 or a 387 on base. That one's taken for a strike. Strike three, number 7 for Kevin McGowan. And Fuego tonight. That's out number 2 in the top of the 6th inning. Skeeters up 2-0, and it's been all Kevin McGowan and all Dennis Phipps so far. Phippsy with his 2-run homer in the bottom of the 4th inning. He's done all the damage for the Skeeters bats. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Skeeters. No runs, just 1 hit. That was a double back in the 2nd inning from Wellington Dotel. That's been it as Henry Castillo steps in. Henry Castillo, though, was robbed of extra bases by Willie Tavares in his last at-bat, which came in the 3rd. He takes a strike on the outside part of the plate, a backdoor breaking ball from Kevin McGowan, 0-1. No wind right now. Those flags are limp. Outfield playing straight up here. Medium depth. Castillo lines that back, foul ball. As I mentioned, Castillo actually comes in leading the Atlantic League with 10 doubles. Next closest are Stephen Cardullo and Mike Ullman of High Point and Somerset, respectively. They both have 8, so Castillo looks like he had extra bases in his last at-bat. Would have been number 11, but Willie Tavares with a beautiful diving catch, and the 0-2 fastball misses in for a ball, and Kevin McGowan looking for strikeout number 8 here. The 1-2 now from McGowan. Line foul so Castillo will see another pitch. McGowan has been extremely efficient tonight, throwing a ton of strikes. So far, he's got 65 pitches, 44 of which have been strikes, so keeping that pitch count low, even though the strikeout pitch has been up tonight. Sometimes it's kind of the battle you have to face. Sometimes a lot of the high strikeout pitchers can run that pitch count up, but that's not been the case for McGowan. 1-2 now, lined up the middle, and Ryan Jackson's going to give it a look, but unable to snare that into center field. So the second hit of the night for the Revs is a 2-out single off the bat of Henry Castillo. Castillo not able to be robbed that time. He's aboard. He's done a nice job this year. His average will climb up to 327 with that single. And that'll bring up Isaiah Tejada, 0 for 1. He had a walk, which came in his last at-bat in the 4th inning. Tejada's hit safely in 10 of his last 11, hitting .435 over that stretch. I mentioned he came in swinging a pretty hot bat. In .324, does not have a home run, but does have 4 RBIs on the year. Entering this one, and the first pitch from McGowan is low for a ball. Shout out to Darryl Henry making the game notes. Got this little number here. Number 10 in Revs history is Tejada with 68 doubles. This is his 4th year with the Revolution. So a mainstay out there in York, Pennsylvania. That one, a high fastball, hit in foul territory, left side. Juan Severio under it. Will he have a play? He's on the warning track, and he does. Pop out to Juan Severio will end things here in the top of the 6th. A 2-out single from Henry Castillo. He stays there. The Skeeters are up 2-0. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes?
Jaron Mitchell, your Atlantic League leader in home runs, as actually I gotta say now tied for the league as Dennis Phipps' 2-run homer has the Skeeters up 2-0 here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Out for another inning of work is Daniel Miner, who was making already into his longest start of the year, his longest start prior to tonight. It's just 4 innings. Comes out for the 6th inning of work here. Miner's first pitch to former York Revolution outfielder Jared Mitchell. Slap foul behind us here. Strike one. Mitchell riding that 11-game hitting streak. If the season ended today, which thankfully it does not, well way into September, he would certainly be the Atlantic League MVP, leading the league in home runs, stolen bases, has an 11-game hitting streak, which we talked about in the pregame show. He's hit just 4 of 5 over that last 11 games, so yeah, no big deal there. 537 on base percentage over that 11-game series too, and as I mentioned, he leads the Skeeters with 13 walks. So there's not really a category that Jared Mitchell doesn't have his hands in so far this season. 1-1 now to Mitchell is a fastball, which is called a strike there. He grounded out to the second baseman and flew out to right field back in the 3rd inning. This is 2 at bats so far, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Skeeters. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Revs, and that one's low and in the dirt, ball 2 now, 2-2. Mentioned game number 20 on this season. The Skeeters enter 11-8 with a 3.5 game lead over Lancaster in first place, and Jared Mitchell hits it hard to the right side. Second baseman Castillo fields it, throws it over to Telvin Nash, and that'll put away Mitchell for out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Juan Silverio, the third baseman for your Skeeters. He is 1 for 2, had a 2-out single back in the 1st inning. His single last night at the bottom of the 11th won it for the Skeeters. So I mentioned Silverio in the top 10 in the Atlantic League in hits, tied for 5th with 22. He's now got 23, so stay in that top 10 for a little while longer. The first pitch from Miner is low for a ball. York's starting pitching entered today with a 3.73 ERA. The bullpen has fallen on harder times. 8.59. That's not a typo. That is the ERA for the Revs bullpen through their first 72 and a thirds innings this season. And Severio lines that foul behind him for a strike number 2. 1-2 now to Juan. I mean, that was the theme yesterday. 7 innings from Matthew Grimes, the starter, just 3 runs, 2 earned, and then the bullpen surrendered 7 runs in their 3 innings of work. So that ERA climbed, even though it already sat at 8. Still got a little bit larger after yesterday's loss. 1-1 out of Severio. Line down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases into the left field corner. Juan Severio around second. Melky Mesa fields it and just tosses it in. As Severio has got himself a 1-out double here in the bottom of the 6th. Juan Severio, another 2-hit game. Juan had 2 hits yesterday, had 2 hits in the first game. He entered 4 for 9. So with a 2 for 3 game, he's sitting at 6 for 12 for the first 3 games of this 7-game series, and even 500 for Sylvie, as he is on with a double here. 1 out, runner in scoring position for Jason Martinson, who had an RBI in yesterday's game. He's got 2 RBIs this season. Also a home run for the second baseman tonight. We've seen him play a little shortstop and a little first base also this year. Martinson swings at the first pitch, fouls it off to the right side, 0-1. Parsons, who has now departed the booth, made a good point. And Corpus Christi Islander, Daniel Miner, the starting pitcher, and Jason Martinson, who attended Texas State, Southland Conference mates. They've certainly had to have met at some point in college or familiar with each other's schools at the very least. That one's in for a ball, 2-1 in the dirt. Martinson was a 5th-round pick of the Nationals in 2010 out of Texas State. And he spent 8 seasons in the National system. He's peaked at AAA. He also spent a year at Round Rock, which was at that point the Texas Rangers AAA affiliate. That was the only year he didn't spend in the National system. 1-1 now to Martinson. Out in front of the breaking pitch now, 1-2. 1 down. Skeeters lead 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Skeeters in their black tops once again. And much like last year, it seems to be the uniform of choice. And that's not a surprise, as many of the starting pitchers from last year's staff have returned. Guys like Mitch Talbot, Dallas Beeler, Connor Wade, Michael Marriott now as well. The black uni was the favorite. Juan got a big lead there. He doesn't steal. Fastball misses outside, now 2-2. He was a good 4 or 5 steps off the bag, Juan Silverio there around second base. Get himself a nice secondary lead as he gets himself in position to score on a potential Jason Martinson hit. Martinson's done well since coming off the disabled list. First game Saturday, he's hitting .364 coming into this one, riding a 2-game hitting streak. And that fastball misses outside, so 3-2 now to Jason. He was 1 for 3 yesterday with a double and RBI, also had a pair of walks. Martinson's got a lot of power in that bat. He had a 22 home run season back in 2012 with single A Hagerstown and high A Potomac. 3-2 now here to the Skeeters second baseman from Daniel Miner. Fastball up, misses in as Martinson tosses his bat and walks over to first base with a base on balls. The Skeeters have runners on first and second. That'll bring up Cody Stanley. He singled and came around to score in the 4th on that Dennis Phipps home run. Cody hadn't played professional baseball since the 2016 season. Yeah, and he's come out so far this year. Came in hitting .319 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs, and has looked good behind the plate too. As I mentioned, all things considered, 2015 was the last year, so it's been 3 seasons since he's played at the pro level. That last appearance came in 2015 with AAA Memphis. He appeared at the big league level in 2015 as well. A career .269 hitter at the pro level entering this season. He went to UNC Wilmington, a North Carolina native, born in Clinton, North Carolina. First pitch from Daniel Miner is swung on and line down the right field line. That ball is foul. As Reggie Liggins signals foul ball. That one almost got Reggie there at first base. And Cody Stanley just inches away from what was likely to be at least an RBI double, possibly a 2-run double, but all it would simply go down as a strike. And Pete out there to talk to Reggie, as that one chased our first base umpire away from the line. That was a tough call. Certainly big implications with that call, because that would have at least driven in Juan Silverio, possibly Jason Martinson, as it was headed toward the right field corner. Just a few inches foul, says our first base umpire. So 0-1 now, 1 down to Cody Stanley. He's hitting .429 or .385 rather, with runners in scoring position this year. So this is a familiar spot and a comfortable spot he's been in. 0-1 now, and lines it foul. 0-2 to Cody. He has 6 of his 8 RBIs with runners in scoring position. No surprise there. As mentioned, .385, so put him in the middle of the order and give him those chances to come up with runners on base, and he's proven that he can cash in this year. Juan Silverio had a 1-out double, then Jason Martinson walked, so first and second was just 1 away. York Revolution bullpen has come to life. They got a guy warming up down there. No one warming up yet for the Skeeters, as Kevin McGowan has simply been rolling through 6 scoreless. Just 77 pitches for Kevin McGowan so far, so he's in for the long one. It's just line to the left side. A diving stop from Nate Coronado. He fires over to Castillo to 1. They throw to first. Telvin Nash has to leap and get out the base, and Cody Stanley had that one beaten out anyway, so a fielder's choice will keep the inning alive, as we got runners on the corners with 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. And nobody better to come up with some runners on base than Dennis Phipps, and that looks like it's going to do it for Daniel Miner, who has gone a season-long 5 2/3, but they're going to say it's a night for him. And Dennis Phipps, who already took him deep for a 2-run homer, they're going to not let him face Phipps a third time. So Daniel Miner out, a new pitcher coming in. We'll tell you all about him once we come back off this brief commercial break.
Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters. It's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the third in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugarland Skeeters.
So that's going to do it for right-hander Daniel Miner, who pitched well. Just one pitch to Dennis Phipps that landed out there in the sport court, which has the Skeeters up 2-0. Still 2 down here at the bottom of the 6th. Pat Young, a Texas native, going to come on relief. The 6'7", 240-pound right-hander out of the Woodlands, Texas. Appeared with the Cleburne Railroaders last year. Doug Failing, a dear friend and my part-time broadcast partner, steps on in. This is really where you want to get the Revolution, Doug. Their bullpen has not done them any favors this year. I talked about it a little bit earlier. They come with an 8.59 ERA, so this is the punt of the game where you can really run it up. As kind of have a new wrinkle here as the bullpen cart now being used for opposing teams. This is the first time, at least since I've been here, that that's been the case, and already kind of wreaking havoc as we have a delay in the game.
Yeah, it didn't quite go off the way it was planned. It was supposed to bring out the York's pitcher, and obviously that didn't quite work out. And
it's gonna bite my tongue on that one.
Yeah.
So we got runners on the runners on the corners here. Dennis Phipps, he's 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run in his 3 last at bats. He's drove in a whopping 6 runs. He had a grand slam in the 9th inning of yesterday's game, which led the Skeeters to a win. First pitch from Pat Young, who first pitch coming in at 94, was swung on a miss by Phipps for a strike. Phippsy now tied for the league lead with 5 homers. He's already more than halfway to his entire 2018 total, although he did have a 10th home run that came in the Game 5 of the Atlantic League Championship Series, though that one may have been as important as all 9 of them combined prior to that one. 0-1 now. Phipps takes a strike on the outside part of the plate, and I don't think he liked that call. 0-2 now, 2 away as the Skeeters are threatening here. Runners on the corners, 2 down. They got a 2-0 lead. Juan Silverio stands there on third base. Cody Stanley, he's on first. The 0-2 from Pat Young. Phipps fouls that one off the right side. Pat Young, a pretty, as I mentioned, 6'7". Big boy versus big boy here. Dennis Phipps at 6'2". Pat Young comes into this one. He's only made 1 appearance. It was a scoreless inning back on May 11th versus High Point. 13th round pick of the San Francisco Giants out of Villanova Wildcats back in 2013. That one from Young, called strike 3 there on the outside part of the plate as Dennis Phipps takes a late swing at that one. And the Skeeters, they get runners in the corners there, but that's all they get. We head to the 7th inning. Skeeters up 2-0 over York.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or kids run the bases on Sunday Funday. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Funday where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company.
And we move to the top of the 7th inning. 2-0 lead for the Skeeters over the York Revolution. Kevin McGowan, he has been fantastic tonight. He comes out for a 7th inning of work. He'll get Telvin Nash to lead things off. His first pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Doug Phelan joining me in the booth. And the Skeeters are getting a great outing, as I mentioned, from Kevin McGowan, who has struck out a season-high 8 batters already. That is the most from a starting pitcher from the Skeeters this season. So one of the best outings we've seen from a Skeeters starting pitcher. Second pitch is a ball low. And, I mean, Dougie really isn't fair to say he's on pace to go the entire distance tonight, just 77 pitches as he goes into the 7th inning.
He's looking really good. I was looking at a few of his stats earlier.
And that one's fly to center field in the shallow territory. Jason Martinson roaming back. He calls off Jared Mitchell and has it. Pour out number 1 there, and Martinson goes a long way but makes a nice athletic play there in shallow center.
I was just saying he's definitely gotten better as the seasons went on. He struggled a little bit that first game with us at the beginning of the season, but finally got his first win on the road, and his comeback is looking extremely good tonight.
Yeah, Kevin McGowan, a former big leaguer, and we mentioned it a few times here. He has a 1.88 ERA over those last 2 starts. So to your point, Doug, the first start against the Blue Crabs here at home did not go as planned, but since he has been sharp, and the sharpest he's been all night or all season has been tonight. And the first pitch to Melky Mesa, 0 for 2. He takes in for a ball. And last year, Kevin McGowan only made 3 starts with AAA Las Vegas, where he spent most of his season. He was great as a starter at a 2.65 ERA in 3 starts as Mesa fouls that right side. He had a 4.64 ERA come out of the bullpen, so I think it's fair to say that last year he liked starting, was more comfortable that way, as there was a foul ball. And Pete and Max Mahaffey, our trainer, are going to come out and talk to McGowan as that one got fouled off Cody Stanley, and he limps over to McGowan, and that's going to sting. Gonna give him a few seconds. That one looked like it got him in a sensitive area. Just leave it at that, but he's walking around the pitcher's mound now. Cody Stanley's a tough cookie. I think he's going to be okay. They look to be smiling out there, so I think he's going to be okay. He just needs a few seconds to catch his breath, I think, Doug.
Yeah, he got a little bit of stinger on that one. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
He'll walk it off.
He's walking it off. He's heading back behind home plate. It's 1-1 here to Melky Mesa, 1 down, top of the 7th inning. Skeeters 2-0 lead over York. Looking to take the early edge here in the 7-game series. York took Monday night's game, and Skeeters came back with a pretty breathtaking win and a little day baseball 10-9 extra inning win. 1-1 fouled the right side. I'll be telling my kids, I remember exactly where I was when Dennis Phipps hit his game-tying grand slam with 2 outs on May 14th, 2019. think the good people of Sugar Land will remember where they were when that one sailed over the left field fence here at Constellation Field. 1-2 now. Chop to the left side. Juan Severio has it. Throws across the diamond. Anthony Jansanti with a nice stretch. Keeps his foot on the bag, and that'll be good for out number 2. A strong throw there from Severio as that one took him toward the third baseline. And Wellington Dotel, who has one of the only 2 hits so far for York. It was a double that came back in the second inning. Henry Castillo's single in the 6th is the only other hit. As I mentioned, Kevin McGowan is sharp as we've seen any starting pitcher this year for the Skeeters. He's through 6 2/3, now has 7 Ks and just 2 walks and just 2 hits. So giving up nothing here to York. And first pitch from Hotel, line up the middle. Ryan Jackson, nice diving stop toward the middle, throws to Anthony and gets it in time. Ryan Jackson, nice little web gem there from the Skeeters shortstop, and another 1-2-3 inning here for Kevin McGowan. He's through 7 scoreless, and we head to the stretch time, bottom of the 7th inning. Skeeters up 2-0.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugar Land Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw Hard Seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit TexasFarmBureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugarland Skeeters.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks.
Ryan Jackson going to lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. A 2-0 lead for the Skeeters over York. Dennis Phipps's 2-run homer back in the 4th inning has done all the damage. Kevin McGowan has been beautiful on the mound tonight. 7 scoreless innings. He's allowed just 2 hits. Ryan Jackson, he's 1 for 2, has a single and a strikeout so far. And Pat Young still out in relief. And his first pitch misses well inside of Ryan Jackson's. It goes all the way to the backstop. So just missed the Skeeter shortstop, who made a fantastic diving play. A feet first slide toward the middle of the diamond and scooped it up and threw out Wellington Dotel to end the inning. Kevin McGowan has definitely seen some good defense played behind him today. Willie Tavares had a diving play early in the contest that saved a run, and Ryan Jackson ending the 7th inning with a nice play. And second pitch to Jackson is a strike outside. Mentioned Pat pitched with the Cleburne Railroaders of the American Association last year. He's a Woodlands, Texas native, and Jackson, that was the 3rd pitch to him. Back 1-2 now. Jackson making his 2nd start with the Skeeters this year in his second start of the series, but the first one came on Monday. He has appeared with the Skeeters in each of the last 2 years, but just a total of 10 games, so he's been here for a good time, not a long time, much like a lot of players here on the Skeeters is here for a couple games and then they cycle their way out.
He's definitely here at the right time to get some playing time.
Yeah, before Jackson arrived on Sunday, we were down to just 9 position players, actually 8 rather position players, so he was the 9th that came in. 1 and 2 now to Jackson. In for a ball, yeah, because Courtney Hawkins and CJ McElroy both got their contracts purchased Monday. So, yeah, with him coming in on Sunday, that was very good timing. Willie Tavares and Jabari Henry also both in the lineup. Willie arrived on Monday. Jabari arrived yesterday morning. Yeah, but you're right, Doug. This is the time to come in and get some playing time because they're definitely need some bodies out here. 2 and 2 now. Jackson chops that to third base. Nate Coronado scoops it up on the run, throws over to Telvin Nash, and has got Jackson for out number 1. As I just mentioned his name, Jabari Henry making his first Skeeter start. He steps on in. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. And Jabari, much like Courtney Hawkins, who he's now taking over for on left field, has a good amount of power. Just back in 2017 with Sioux Falls, he had 29 home runs. Pat Young's first pitch to Jabari Henry is in for a strike. He's listed at 6'1", 200 pounds. Mentioned he's a native of Orlando, Florida. One of the younger guys on the Skeeters team. He's 28 years old. 0-1 to Jabari is inside for a ball, 1-1 now. And definitely a good sight. You want to have some of your better power hitters swinging from the right side. Although Jared Mitchell really has bucked that trend a little bit because his 5 home runs are tied for the league lead, and he's hit most of them to right field here at Constellation Field. That one's chopped foul left side. Actually, he's hit 2 home runs this year at Constellation Field, and both were to right field. He hit 3 of them on the road trip, and we were at Lancaster for 3 games. So if you're a left-handed hitter, that's the kind of place you want to be hitting all the time. Pretty sure their fence is like 100 feet away. Not actually, but it just looks like it. It's a tall fence, but it's definitely not too far away from home plate. I believe it is right around 300 feet. I don't have the exact measurements in front of me, but it's a short porch for sure. As Henry hits that one well to right field. Wellington Dotel going back. He's a few steps in front of the track and has that for out number 2, but you got a glimpse of the power there as Jabari Henry kind of just flicked his wrist out that one with 2 strikes. Kind of looked like he was in protection mode, but sent it almost to the warning track.
Yeah, no, there's definitely nothing short about any of the fences here at Constellation Field.
But it does play pretty fair to righties. I mean, it's just when the wind's blowing in for left-handed hitters, I mean, there's a lot of balls that guys will think they're home runs, and they should be, that just don't travel, they don't carry as we get the breeze from the Gulf coming that way.
Yeah, the wind seems to be going back and forth tonight.
It's swirling for sure, yeah. Willie Tavares now steps in. He's struck out twice, 0-2. He's 0 for 2 today. The 0 pitch is in for a strike. He swung through that one. It's Pat Young in on relief of Daniel Miner.
Tavares spent 7 years in the majors?
Yep, Willie did spend 7 years in the majors. Right on there, Doug. And spent some time with the Astros, with the Reds, with the Nationals, and also the Colorado Rockies. So he spent all of his time in the senior circuit. And the 1-1 to Willie is outside for a ball. Career 274 hitter at the major league level, 670 games. He had more stolen bases than RBIs. He had 128 RBIs and 195 stolen bases in those 670 games, and reaches for that one. Swung through it. It looks like he pointed at the first base umpire to give an appeal there as he just kind of lightheartedly there.
Got to keep each other in check, you know?
Yep. Willie was being interviewed before the game by Matt Musil of KHOU, and there'll be a feature on him on the Channel 11 News at some point this week. The 2-2, foul back now, 2-2 still. As Willie is not the only former Astro on this team. Felipe Paulino, they played on that same Astros team back there in the mid-2000s. That's just, yeah, Willie comes in at 37, but he's still got Still got a lot left in the tank. You saw him make a beautiful diving play early in this one. Had a hit yesterday. Played a good left field in yesterday afternoon's game. 2-2 line up the middle. In comes Trapp, and it just hangs up there for a second too long as Trapp makes the grab in shallow center field. So the Skeeters go down in order once again. We'll head to the 8th inning here. The Skeeters lead 2-0.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters. It's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the third in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sport to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugarland Skeeters.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Got a new pitcher here in the top of the 8th inning. Skeeters, they do lead 2-0. Kevin Comer will come on in relief of Kevin McGowan, who was absolutely fantastic tonight. Final line on Kevin McGowan here in just a minute as Nate Coronado, the third baseman for the Revolution, takes outside for a ball. Kevin McGowan, 7 innings tonight, just 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He lowers his ERA to 2.29. Comer's second pitch. Comer is a quick worker. He's down 2-0 though here, and if you'll give me a second, I'll give you his stats real quick. 0-0 with a 3.72 ERA. That's the big right-hander in his 9th appearance of the year. That one's in for a strike on the inside part of the plate. He struck out 11 batters in 9 2/3 innings this year. That one's line foul, so now 2-2 to Nate Coronado, who's 0 for 2, a fly out, and had one of those 7 strikeouts from Kevin McGowan. 7 strikeouts are the most from a Skeeters pitcher this year. And Coronado calls time, and Comer was already well into his delivery there. Left-handers just hitting 118 against Kevin this year, 2 for 17. Right-handers are hitting 235, kind of reverse split there. 2-2 is inside for a ball, so a full count now to Coronado. Full count pitch, foul off to the right side. Kevin was with AAA Toledo last year, which is the AAA affiliate for the Tigers. He was 3-1 with a 3.86 ERA in 48 games, one of which was a start. Struck out 57 batters, 56 innings, and that one's chopped up the middle. To his left goes Jason Barneson. Across his body, a nice throw to Anthony Jansanti. Good for out number 1. A tough play there for Martinson as he was going across his body. The second baseman with a fantastic play for out number 1. And Ryan Dent, the shortstop, he struck out 4 times last night, has struck out 2 times so far today. Already had a golden sombrero, and he's got a sombrero on the way here, it looks like, as he takes the first pitch strike. Dennis came in with 16 strikeouts, which was not even the most on the team. And now quickly down 0-2. Wellington, Dotel, and Melky Mesa had both punched out 20 times, which is tied for the team lead. Kevin Comer might be the quickest worker on the Skeeters pitching staff, relievers or starters otherwise. 0-2 now. Didn't even get a chance to get comfortable there in the batter's box, and that's probably the plan there from Comer. It is 3 pitches, and down on strikes goes Ryan Den, as he has struck out 7 times now over the last 2 games. Comer 2 down here, top of the 8th inning. Skeeters up 2-0, and he is out away from working a scoreless frame, and Felipe Paulino will get a save opportunity here if everything holds up. And trap foul is the first one off the mask of the home plate umpire. Give him a second to recover there. Mike Durantes, the home plate umpire tonight. Reggie Liggins at first base. John Severe at third. Yeah, that one fouled right off his mask. Trap, one of only 2 York batters to get in scoring position tonight. Dotel had a double in the second, and Trap walked and stole a base in the third. So he's the last player on York to get in scoring position. The 0-1 to him is low and away for a ball. Kevin was a first-round pick, 57th overall in 2011 out of Seneca High School in Tabernacle, New Jersey. 1-1 now from Comer is a fastball up, swung on and missed. 93 on the gun here. So quickly down 1-2 with 2 away. The 1-2 now to Trap. Fastball away, called strike 3. Down looking goes Justin Trapp as a pair of Ks for Kevin Comer help him work a scoreless 8th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. The Skeeters there up 2-0.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugarland Skeeters.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
It's a 2-0 lead for the Skeeters over York as we head to the bottom of the 8th. The captain, Anthony Jansanti, strolls on into the batter's box. Pat Young is going to get another inning of work here so far. He came in relief of starter Daniel Miner and has worked 1 1/3 without allowing a hit. Just 1 strikeout so far. Anthony comes in to this one 0 for 3. Certainly is a hit to break out of this little slump he's in, and I think once he gets the first hit, it's going to be like the floodgates have opened for our 2018 Skeeters MVP. And first pitch to Anthony is foul back off behind the plate. The Anthony Jansanti, Jared Mitchell, and Juan Severio. First 3 to grab Pat Young as Papa Jumbo Felipe Paulino is warming up in the bullpen. Looking for another save. 0-1 to Anthony. Young had him fooled there on the slider as he takes a half swing and goes across for a strike. Paulino going to be save opportunity number 4. He has 3 saves so far this year. Led the league with 33 last season. And the 0-2 to Anthony is down and in for also 1-2. Pat Young, a native of Woodlands, Texas, back out for his 3rd inning of work. And Anthony chops that foul back, so works him here. He's still got a 1-2 count for the captain. The 30-year-old was a member of the postseason All-Star team for the Atlantic League, also a part of the All-Defensive team, and his versatility certainly is enough to get him that alone, and Anthony chops that foul off to the third base side. Already this year we've seen Anthony play first base, second base, and right field. Last year mostly at center field, but he also appeared at shortstop, second base, third base, as well as all 3 outfield spots. This year he's appearing at first base a little bit as James Loney's retirement kind of created a void there over at first. The 1-2 now to Anthony. Check swing, did he go? Reggie Liggins says he did. So strike 3 now as Anthony goes down swinging here for out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up Jared Mitchell, who this will likely be his last chance to extend that 11-game hitting streak, which is the longest from an Atlantic League hitter this year. Jared had a solo home run into the Bud Light Ice House yesterday out in right center field. So far 0 for 3 tonight. His last at-bat came in the 6th, was grounded at a second. The first pitch from Young is a backdoor slider in for a strike. One down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Skeeters lead 2-0 as Jumbo Felipe Paulino is getting loose, looking for save number 4. That one's in for ball. Unless the Skeeters put on a pair of runs here, it won't be a save opportunity, at least to open the 9th inning. James Dykstra also has a save this year. 1 save, 1 opportunity that came on the road trip. Yeah, Felipe was only the player last year to notch a save. There was only 2 others as Jared Mitchell swings and misses. Dan Runzler had a save, and Austin Adams. Dan now with the Red Sox organization, and Austin Adams with the Twins organization, I believe. They both had 1 save, but Felipe Paulino ate all the rest of those up. He had 33, which was the Skeeters' single-season record. 1-2 now to Mitchell. His fastball away for a ball. So 2-2 now as Pat Young has done a pretty good job as York's bullpen has not helped them out all this year. Came in with an 8.59 ERA, but he's worked an inning and 2/3 so far without allowing a hit in relief of the starter Daniel Miner. The 2-2 now to Mitchell is another fastball which misses away. So full count to Mitchell, who's, we talked about earlier in the game, not a stranger to the walks. He leads the Skeeters with 13 of those. He's also tied for the league lead with 13 walks. Tied with Daniel Fields, the outfielder for the Long Island Ducks. The 3-2 offering. Line chops that up towards shortstop. Ryan Dent gobbles it up, throws over to Telvin Nash for out number 2. So at least for the time being, looks like that 11-game hitting streak for Mitchell is going to come to a close. Still pretty much at the top of the league leaderboard in every offensive category. And when I say every, I do mean every. Even stolen bases, he leads the league. Juan Silverio now, he's 2 for 3. He has a pair of hits in all 3 games so far in this, what will be a 7-game series against the Revolution. He had a double in his last at-bat, which came in the 6th, and had a single in the 1st inning. Also had a walk-off single in yesterday afternoon's game. It's in the 11th inning. And he lines that one foul. Just to my right here. On deck, Jason Martinson, if this inning were to extend another batter. Juan Silverio also actually tied for the league lead. He has a pair of triples. Him and Alvaro Rondon each have 2 triples, and he hits that hard at the middle. Pat Young gets a glove on it, and enough of it to keep it in front of him. He flips underhanded to Telvin Nash, so that'll be out number 3 as the Skeeters go down in order to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be jumbo time here at Constellation Field as we head to the 9th inning. Skeeters lead 2-0.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or kids run the bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named the recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office.
It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope. It's Felipe Jumbo Paulino stepping onto the mound.